Okay, I painted my beach so that it was sandy colored. There's a couple additional layers in here that need to get painted, so I'm just going to select those real quick and paint the rest of them. And the easiest way to do this is just to draw around them and then paint one of them and they'll all get painted. Otherwise, you're going to spend hours. So I'm just using the B on my keyboard. So B, and that brings my paint bucket. And I'm still, I think this is the color, but basically just getting the rest of those. And then I'm going to set up my aerial and I'll be ready. All right, the rest of those are off. They're not, I'm not going to worry about them. This is a, you know, focus on this portion of the park. And I've got my pier and I've got my dock and I've got my courts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this and then I'm going to start to set up for aerial view. And I'm going to first with the styles, I'm going to edit this and I'm going to turn off the edges and the profiles. And then I want shadows. So my shadows window closed. I'm going to add that back in here. So now I've got my shadows. I'm going to turn that on. It's kind of severe, so I might want to play with that a little bit. But now I've got kind of just a really nice view that I can have as my aerial. And I can either, once that's set, I'm going to save this and as a scene. And I'm going to hit create scene. I'm just going to call this aerial. So now if I, position, now it'll just bring me back to this view. And I can either hit file, export 2D graphic, or I can use layout. And I have to save the model, which I should have done anyway, but now I'm just ready to export this. And I've got a nice, lovely graphic that's got a park scene and some trees and some shadows and all of that. And if I use the layout, and there's one or two more steps for this, but I can just hit export and it'll give me some options here. You can either do it as a PDF or a PNG. And there you go.